You know, since you guys neglected to give me some options, I just kind of used Jeffrey over here's little suggestion. I looked up Gohan x Goten fanfiction. Yeah, this is gonna be great. You guys deserve this. This one's at least 10 times longer than the old one. So yeah, fuck you. It is named Lemmy, spelled L-E-M-M-E. Put a baby in you. The thing about having a kid brother, Gohan realized, is that it's entirely too easy to figure out when he was hiding something. That something immediately assaulted Gohan's fine-tuned sense as he watched Goten from out of the corner of his eye. It was a sort of pulse, a deep throb that clung to his younger brother's aura, trying to determine just what it was left. What the A crackling sensation in the corner of Gohan's mind, the throb crawling over him like 1,000 spider legs prickling across skin. It's almost like it wasn't his brother. Alright, you guys need to stop fucking laughing. Why are you laughing? Is this funny to you that I'm being forced to read this?
No, the throbbing.
The what? The
Throbbing.
The throbbing part.
Throbbing.
Alright. Great. Alright, where was I? No, something definitely wasn't right, and Gohan was determined to find out what. Leaving Capsule Corporation, they flew fast with the city moving away underneath them in trails of familiar domes and cubes. The lights of civilization faded into the distance as the familiar rocky sheets of the countryside spread out to meet them. Twilight was descending across the horizon, with a few stars peeking through the thick, rosy orange of the sky. Gohan came to a stop first, floating in midair. As the flames of his ki died away in a sudden burst of white light, Goten followed suit. Back facing Gohan with a short, arrogant rudeness that wasn't exactly new. Goten's shift in attitude had sprung up in the wake of being left behind on Earth for the Black Star Dragon Ball surge. Are you fucking kidding me? This is post-GT. Fuck. GT, everyone. A lot of things had changed when the spaceship holding Trunks, Pan, and their father had hit the sky. The younger half-Saiyan pushed for a moment before he spun in the air, lazily placing his hands in his pockets. Gohan had nodded at Goten when they were face to face, trying to project his good intentions. They couldn't stay out here forever. Gohan had to get home to his wife before it got too late. Ever since Pan had snuck into outer space with his father, Videl had become more and more withdrawn. Things were tense at home, and Gohan had no compulsion to make things any worse by returning bloody and torn from a brotherly scrap, just because Goten's vibes had started to rub him the wrong way. It wasn't only that Gohan was worried about his baby girl being somewhere in the deep reaches of space. Goku had been de-aged and jettisoned off the planet too soon after coming home from the islands. Okay, they were at Kami's Lookout, not the fucking islands. Now their whole family seemed to be tread on eggshells, and the tenseness of being separated by even farther disturbances has caused the familial chasm to widen. After weeks of continuous strain, it was almost a welcome distraction to get to deal with some frustrations with his brother. Put your shirt down, Jeffrey! Across from him, his kid brother's head cocked from side to side. There was a delicious sounding crack, and Goten groaned in appreciation, rubbing the back of his neck. There's no one around, Goten said, voice strangely amused in the cool air. Gohan frowned. Stop! Just stop, Jeffrey! Gohan frowned, floating closer. It wasn't just the difference in the younger man's aura that caught his attention. Goten didn't normally do much to change his appearance, but the subtle difference was there. His brother, swept-backed hair, darkest black, was consumed just a bit higher. What the fuck? A healthy glow infused his face, and dark-rimmed eyes darted around the scenery. Goten's posture has always been lazy, but here, with his clavis peeking sharply out of its boat neck collar, was a steady, powerful confidence, holding his shoulders back. Gohan's mouth twisted. It wasn't uncommon for him to experience a doubting moment when examining his brother. Goten had always been the better-looking one. Gohan let out a sigh. I heard you've been fighting people in the streets. I needed to know that you were okay. But then I walked into Capsule Corp to see Mom in a fit. Why the... Alright. We have to question... How much of Dragon Ball did this fucker actually watch? For all of you that watch Dragon Ball, why the fuck is Chi-Chi at Capsule Corp? And what the fuck is going on? This is really stupid, and whoever wrote this needs to burn. I'll put a link in the description to this shit. Read it for yourself. It's some fucking great shit. Goten scowled and touched his cheek as though the faint hum of their mom's slap still stung his face. And you feel different. Angry almost. Not yourself. You want to tell me what's going on? Gohan pushed thick glasses up his nose. Alright, we all know what he actually did with that. We're just gonna go with that. Yeah, alright. Frown deepening. You want to tell me why your key signature feels seductive? The younger half-Saiyan raised one eyebrow as though appraising Gohan, and then suddenly his demeanor changed. Goten's eyes narrowed, and the dramatic, disarming smile, so familiar to their father's curved lip, to their father, curved his lips. What the fuck? Sorry, Gohan. You know I was out on a date today. Here was where Gohan looked down at his feet, his lower lip bitten softly between teeth as he dropped out of the air to stand on an outcropping of bare rock. Goten let out a laugh. It didn't exactly work out, I guess. You could say I had a little fit, too. A date? Gohan blinked, forehead creasing in confusion, as he landed next to his brother, dress shoes clacking in the dust. In that case, you've got a funny way of blowing off steam. Goten's smile worked up at the sight before his chin dropped. At a nonchalant angle, he pulled out a tube of lube from his pocket, wagging it as explanation. This date was supposed to blow off steam, if you know what I mean. I tested her out on ice cream first, man. Goten grinned wickedly. Almost as good as me. Goten held up one pointer finger, and his soft pink tongue darted out, licking a fat stripe up his own flesh. There was a dark glint deep in his eyes, and he popped the tip of the finger into his mouth, and those baby-faced cheeks hollowed indecently. Pink exploded across Gohan's face as though he'd been slapped. Heat spread through the web of veins in his abdomen, making his stomach clench. Hot shame filled him as his cock twisted in interest. This was his brother. No, fuck off, Jeffrey.
It is 10 minutes long right now.
Fine. There will be a part 2 in a couple minutes. I need a fucking break.